So, 4 years, 8 months, man. You know, Freeform anniversary just passed on the 5th. You know, so here I am, man. Another month in, another month longer, another month stronger and wiser. You know, so that's where I'm at, man. Crazy to think about, bro. Cause I remember once upon a time, there was a time, man, when I was like 3-4 months in, and I used to fantasize of what my hair would look like at my 8-month mark, or at my year-month mark, my 12-month mark. But I used to just literally like fantasize, man, like I wonder how my hair gonna look 8 months from now. I wonder how my hair gonna look a year and a half from now, right? So I used to think about that. Mind you, I used to have those thoughts when I was just beginning, like 3-4 months in, and to think that my 8-month mark that flew by, like that was a long time ago. Like my year and a half mark flew by. That was a long time ago, bro. And I just like, bro, like a lot of life done been lived since I even reached those marks. A lot done happened since I even reached them marks, man. So it's just a blessing, and a big thing with me going on this journey, bro, for myself was it was like my hair is almost like checkpoints in my life, right? So I can look at a picture, and based on the length of my hair, I can tell that's where I was at this point in my life during that photo. I was going through that during that time based on the length of my hair. Like I can be able to look at the length of my hair in a photo and be able to remember like what I was going through during that time. Like my hair is literally like a checkpoint. It can be a checkpoint in your life, bro. Like that's what I always say, as I grow, my locks grow with me. Like I got the knowledge I got now, man. I didn't have this knowledge when I first started this, bro. But like as I grow as a person, so do my locks, bro. Like this is a part of me, you know. Representation. Some people, you know, a lot of people use representation in a lot of ways. Some people use their hair. Some people use their tattoos. Some people use their clothing. Some people use, you know, it's just a variety of ways. But you know, I'm just blessed to be here. I done did a lot to get here. Y'all don't know about all the shit I did to get here. This journey ain't necessarily been an easy one, to say the least, because I feel like if I were to say it was easy, that would be an overstatement, bro. It wasn't an easy journey, and there were some hard parts, bro. Not physically hard, but like having to cope with my locks, because at the beginning I didn't always like the way my hair looked. I didn't always like my appearance, you know. As much as it had to grow on other people, it had to grow on me as well. I would say one of the hardest parts for me, bro, was developing the self-confidence to actually just rock my hair openly. Like no hat, no nothing. A lot of that confidence grew as time went on, and that's why I say, like, as I grow as a person, so does my locks, because as my locks grew, so did my confidence. But in the early stages, definitely, you know, because I wasn't all the way confident. Even though I stepped into this freeform world, a lot of people would assume that, oh, okay, you're growing your hair like that, you must be 100% confident in what you're doing. You must be 100% confident in the way it looks and how everything is going. And theoretically, somebody having that kind of idea about it, that makes sense, but that's just not always the case. I know it wasn't the case for me. I still had my insecurities, you know. So I still wore a hat to a lot of places. But like I said, as time went on, bro, my hair got longer, bro, and more mature, so did I. And I just started to embrace everything, bro. And eventually my locks did grow on me, mentally, and physically. But I would say that's one of the bigger marks of it, bro. And now that I think about it, it reminds me of how people always say they don't want to start their locks because of the ugly phase. So I guess me feeling that way ain't too uncommon, because people always, you know, fear the ugly phases, the worm phases, and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Maybe it was kind of silly to have those insecurities, but that's why I say, you know, the process is beautiful, because now I look back on it and I'm just like, I'm glad it had to happen that way, because, you know, the journey, that's what make, you know, reaching your 4-year mark, 4.5 year mark, that's what makes that so beautiful, because you realize what kind of mental state you used to have, and you realize what kind of mental state you have now, and how it's changed and evolved. That's what makes everything beautiful. And crazy that, but I still be tripping off the fact that everybody I freaking came into this game with watching, bro, is like, for the most part, not here no more, man. That's crazy, like. But that's how life be, you know. On my last Freeform update, I had a lot of comments, man, from people, and I wasn't expecting that at all, bro. But I started thinking to myself, like, am I one of these people that people look at now, as far as this freeform stuff goes? Cause I was like, man, if that's the case, I gotta start making more content, bro, because I don't mind being one of them people, you know. But I was just like, dang, it was just ironic. I started thinking like, damn, am I that person now? Am I a part of that? Am I a leader of the new school? But anyway, man, as far as the hard parts of freeforming, bro, the self-confidence, to me, that was my deepest issue with it. Something that I had to go through. I know a lot of people, because a lot of people will cut their hair, bro, and they won't even be 6 months in. They only be a few months in. A lot of people will. They just don't want to commit to it long term, man. But I made the decision a long time ago. Before I even started, I made the decision, bro, like, I'm about to be 10 toes in it regardless. You hear me? So whatever feelings I have about it and whatever insecurities I have about it, I'm just gonna have to go through it. That's just what's gonna come with it. Like I said, I made a decision, bro. I was gonna be 10 toes about this, bro. I was not about to be one of these fly-by-night dreadheads, bro. Like, when I get in this, I'm gonna really be in there. On a simpler note, some of the stuff about dreadheads that I don't like, because everything ain't peaches and cream, bro. Like, I be trying to go to sleep. Sometimes my hair, I can't get comfortable on a pillow because my hair be in the way. If y'all got some suggestions on how I should sleep to be as comfortable as possible, please let me know, because sometimes I do have trouble getting comfortable. But it's not a big issue. It's not like keeping me up at night or anything like that. So, another hard part that don't really exist for me no more is how to keep my locks not looking too crazy, right? So, and that actually sounds kind of contradictory, to be honest. I'm a freeformer, but I don't want my hair to look too crazy. That sounds like a contradiction, but that's really what it is, bro. Like, that's why I started getting edge ups, bro. I just like the neatness that come with it. Like, when I first started, like I said, I'm 4.5 years in. I wasn't getting the edge ups for like I literally just started getting them this year, bro. Like, in March, right? So for the first 4 years and a couple months, I wasn't getting edge ups, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. I went to get an edge up, bro, like in 2015. I went to get an edge up in like 2015. So like 3 years ago, I went to get one, and then the dude ended up accidentally cutting off one of my locks, and I was like, yeah, blades ain't come to my head no more, and that was it. But then fast forward to a few months ago, I started wanting that cleaner look. So I started going and getting my tapers and getting my beard lined up and getting my hairline lined up. So that's cool, and I like it. I like it better that way anyway. But you know, some people don't let a blade touch their head or their face, and that's understandable. That's cool. Them, you know, they deep in it. They for real about it. Not to say that I'm not, but yeah, that was something that I had to struggle with for a little bit, was just finding a way to keep it as neat as possible, you know. So when I wasn't getting edge ups, I would never let my facial hair grow out. Well, not my beard. I would never let it grow out because I wasn't getting a cut. So I wanted it to look as neat as possible. But since I am going to the barbershop now, I do let my beard grow out because I'm gonna get it lined up anyway. So it's gonna look neat, if that makes sense. Another one of the difficult issues that I was having with my hair was finding hair products that like worked for me. I tried a million things, bro, but I ended up finding and sticking with Jamaican black castor oil. I just like what it does as far as the strength of my hair. The smell ain't necessarily the most appealing thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it ain't unbearable by any stretch of the imagination, but there are better smelling hair products than Jamaican black castor oil, but that's the one I'm rocking with. Personally, I don't like to put any products in my hair that aren't organic, so that's pretty much what it is. Organic Jamaican black castor oil is doing the trick for me. That's my update, man. Lately, that's my update, man. I just been living life, still prospering, you know, still being myself, you know, just living my life, letting the locks grow, you know. I'm still trying to figure out, bro. I'm still trying to figure out what this one gonna do, bro. You hear me? Cause this mug's still doing this, and that, and I need this mug to go in and drop so that mug can be looking like this. Because his brother over here, his big brother over here, his big brother used to stick out like this. His big brother done drop now, you know. So I need this one to do the same thing, you know. And then we can all be chilling, you know. We could all be chilling. Crazy, this at my shows. I remember when them joints was like up here, you know. This is what the wisdom look like, you know. This is what the wisdom look like, you know. Long way, bro. Shorty back here, but man, this the root, this the OG, bro. It's the strongest one. I love him to death. I call him Boudreaux. It's the only one got a name too. Actually, that's a lie because Cujo, his brother Cujo, he pretty big himself. You know, they like twins, but Boudreaux is a little bit bigger than Cujo. Y'all ever seen twins, but the one twin bigger than the other twin? You be like, dang, they in the same household. How one twin just eating up all the food? Yeah, Boudreaux eating up all the food, bro. But I mean, you can see, yeah, Boudreaux, Cujo, yeah. I'm defined by my strength, my time, and my length. I'm defined by my strength, my time, and my length. I heard a wise man say that, man. That wise man being Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. Now I am a wink. I'm a retire in a bank. Yeah. Freeform update. 4 years, 8 months, bro. Still going strong, bro. Still out here, man. I'm for real about it, man. Peace to all my freeformers out there. You know, keep growing y'all locks, bro. Keep being free. Keep growing that freedom, bro. Keep living, keep prospering, bro. Guys, kings, and queens. As always, remember to love somebody and hug somebody. You're here today, you're going there. I'm out. Yeah.